Hi! What's up you guys, it's Hannah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog, or welcome if you're new here. My name's Hannah, so happy to have you here. This week I wanted to film a wellness week in my life vlog. So basically I'm just gonna be taking you along with me and filming everything that I do this week to support my physical and mental well-being. Wellness to me is very multifaceted. It's not just working out, it's not just like what you eat. It does include those things, but my mental wellness is just as important to me as my physical wellness. So I'm just gonna take you along with some things that I do this week that I consider to be wellness for me. Starting this video off on Monday, it is 6:30 p.m. right now. I would have started it earlier, but I had a very anxious day today. I just didn't have it in me to turn the camera on, but I did just take a very nice shower. I got in my pajamas, I'm feeling good, and I'm about to make dinner. So I have a couple of recipes that I wanted to share with you in this video, and this is one of them. I've been marinating some chicken for the last 4 or 5 hours. It's actually a recipe from If You Are a Real One, my cookbook that my mom made for me for Christmas years ago. This is one of the recipes in there. So I'm about to cook that up for dinner. This is gonna be my meal prep dinner for the week. I really like to just cook one meal and then be able to store it and eat it throughout the week so I don't have to worry about cooking something different every day. I'm totally fine eating the same thing every single day. Honestly, I prefer it because it requires less effort from me. So I'm about to cook that up with some brown rice that I'm actually gonna cook in chicken bone broth. I've seen people do this before and I've never tried it, so I wanted to see if it was good. Because rice is plain anyway, so I might as well add, I don't know, bone broth, and there's protein in that. And then I also have some broccoli that I'm going to make. And then I'll just have some of that tonight and eat the rest of it for dinner the rest of the week. I think it should make 4 servings. I am going to a friend's house on Wednesday, so I'm gonna have dinner there. So this should account for Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Here's my chicken. See how we're doing here. I'll put on the screen the recipe of ingredients that I used for this marinade, and it's just been sitting for 4 or 5 hours. I'm pretty sure you can do it overnight, but my mom said that she prefers just doing it for like 4 to 5 hours because it can be too much if you do it overnight, in her opinion. So got my chicken. Actually, I should probably start the rice first because rice takes forever in a day to cook, especially brown rice. But anyway, welcome to this vlog. I hope you enjoy. I have some of an idea of what I'm gonna be showing you this week, but some stuff might just be spur of the moment. Spoiler alert, I am starting personal training tomorrow for the first time. I am nervous because it is very early in the morning, but I'm really excited to see how it goes. This is something I've been thinking about for a really long time, and I just really want to get back into weightlifting, and I need the accountability and the help of somebody to like help me with the plans, help me with accountability, be a resource for me. And it's extremely expensive to do personal training, which is why I haven't done it yet, but I'm at the point where I feel like I'm ready, and it's not gonna be forever. I just wanna learn the basics and get myself more comfortable in the gym again and get myself on my workout journey consistently, and then I can like spread my wings and fly and do it by myself. That's the goal. But that is tomorrow. We are still on tonight. Let's focus on this. All right, so do I just substitute the water for bone broth? Somebody said it's a 1-to-1 swap. I'm just gonna go with that. Hello everyone, it is the next day and it's the next, honestly, evening at this point. I just got back from work at my part-time job. Oh my God, my eye is so itchy. I have a sty right now. Of course that hat, did I tell you guys that? I don't remember, but I've had yet another anxious day. Don't know what's going on with me right now. Maybe it's where I'm at in my cycle, I have no idea. But really struggling. So I did go to my first personal training session this morning, which was good. I thought it was longer than 30 minutes, but it's only 30 minutes. So by the time it was over, I was like, holy shit, that's it? Like, it flew by. I really enjoy weightlifting and I'm excited to keep going. I was gonna film in there, but I felt kind of awkward. So it's literally just me and this guy. I don't know. I feel awkward filming my workouts in general, But that's usually when other people are in the background. Like I don't want to film like at a workout class or anything, or even like at the regular gym if other people are there. It's just me and this guy. Like I don't know. I'll see if I can muster up the courage on Thursday. But we did a full body day. We did shoulders, triceps, quads. But I just got back from the grocery store. I've been to the grocery store every day for the last 3 days because I keep running out of stuff or forgetting stuff. So here's a little mini grocery haul. I got more of my Premier protein shakes. I love these, especially first thing in the morning when I want to get some protein in, but I don't want to physically eat yet. I drink these a lot on the way to work if I'm working early in the morning because it's just nice to have something in my stomach, and I'm running out of them. So I got those. Strawberries and blueberries, very typical for me. I've been filtering between this cottage cheese and chia seed bowl with pineapple for breakfast and my typical Greek yogurt with berries and granola bowl for breakfast. So I had the cottage cheese, chia seed, pineapple one this morning. I love cottage cheese, especially cottage cheese and pineapple, that combo. If you're a real one and you were there when I was living in New York, you remember my obsession that I had with cottage cheese and pineapple bowls. But I've been eating those for breakfast because I work with a dietitian and she sent me over a list of a bunch of meal ideas, and that was one of them, and I never thought to put chia seeds in there. So anyway, another meal on her list for breakfast was just a yogurt bowl with granola and berries, which I already do. So I got some more for that. And then another meal on her list that I've been making almost every day for the last week and a half is this turkey and avocado wrap, and it has lettuce, tomato, a little bit of mayo. So this is my favorite turkey that I've found for that. It's oven roasted turkey breast. It's just randomly really good. I'm not really a turkey person. I prefer ham, but this turkey's actually really good in my wraps. Also, my rice last night was an epic fail, and I'm so sad about it. When the timer originally went off, they weren't done. Like, I don't know if I just didn't have the temperature up high enough or what. So then I ended up putting it back on for like 10-15 minutes with the temperature higher, and I checked it again, and it looked like it was better, but then I let it sit for a little bit to see if it would absorb some of the extra broth, and then the rice just became soggy. It went from one extreme to the other, and I was like, okay, I just give up. I just give up. Need to go back to the drawing board on that one, but I tried. My head and my heart were in the right place. But I found this at the grocery store, and I thought this was interesting. This whole grain blend, lentils, brown rice, and ancient grains. I don't know, you just make it in the microwave. So I was thinking I would just heat this up to have with my chicken and my broccoli tonight. So there's that. And then last but certainly not least, yay, Stye cleansing wipes. This is a necessity for me right now. You can't tell, I don't think, because I did all of my makeup today except for my eyes. Can you see that? This lighting's not very good to show you my eyes, but I'll insert a picture of what my eye looked like yesterday with my Stye. Having a Stye is just so inconvenient. I did wear my glasses to my workout this morning, and they were like slipping down my face with sweat, which is not really an enjoyable experience, but you gotta do what you gotta do. You're not supposed to wear contacts when you have a Stye, whatever. Anyway, there's my grocery haul. I'm gonna put my groceries away. I need to wash up my berries. I have a lot of dishes to put away. I think that honestly the first thing I need to do though after I put away this perishable stuff is shower. It's 5:53. I just love getting a shower as soon as I get home and getting into my comfy clothes immediately and starting my unwind, like cozy routine as fast as I possibly can. I still have some work to do tonight. I need to edit, and I have something I need to post. I want to be in comfy mode for that. So I'm gonna take off my makeup, shower. I did an everything shower this morning after my workout, but I just need to shower again. Use these eyelid cleansing wipes. Hopefully they help. Definitely heat up dinner because I'm already getting hungry. I had a peanut butter and jelly for lunch. I love peanut butter and jelly. I don't care. I make it with strawberry jelly. It's so good. And then I can start my night routine. I feel like I should journal tonight. That might be a nice thing to do because my head has just been all over the place lately, and I feel like it might be beneficial for me to get it out. Sometimes I struggle with journaling because it can feel like me ruminating on thoughts. Sometimes it's better to not let myself dwell on them or like write them out. I don't know. But I also, on the other side, like it for getting thoughts out of my head and putting them on paper and then being like, all right, we've hashed this out. So I think I might try to do that because my head is just, it's just not in a good place. So that's my plan for the rest of the night. I also work tomorrow morning, but I was planning on going to the beach after to have a nice like time in the sun moment because I haven't been to the beach in a while. I need some vitamin D. Being by the beach is just so relaxing, but it's supposed to be shitty weather again tomorrow, so might have to push that plan to another day. But mark my words, in this vlog I will be going to the beach. I will be bringing a book. I don't care that I have to go in my glasses. Like, at least they're Pair eyewear, so not sponsored, but they have the sun glass magnet top on them so I can just wear those. I must go to the beach in this video for my mental health, for my mental well-being. It's part of the theme. I'll check back in when I have something else to talk about. Hello everyone, it is now Wednesday and all I have done today is work up until this point, so you haven't missed anything. But I did just pull up to my friend's house and we are gonna watch a couple episodes of the new off-campus series that just came out today and eat pizza, which is gonna be incredibly good for my mental well-being. So I'm about to head in. I am so hungry. I am so excited to see my friends and watch the show. It's gonna be such a fun night in the middle of the week. I love a good fun Wednesday. Hello everyone, it is now Thursday. I'm still wearing my glasses because I'm waiting for my sty to heal. I think it's looking a lot better, but I'm just gonna give it a week before I put my contacts back in. Today I'm doing a few things that are really good for my mental health, and I already completed phase 1, which was this morning. I woke up at the ass crack of dawn and I went to personal training, and that was really good. I completed my first week of personal training, so that is exciting, a new venture. Now I just drove to the beach. Honestly, I'm not feeling well today, and if I'm being honest, I haven't felt well for like 3 weeks. I don't know if that's a result of going off of some of my meds. I talked about this in my last video, so go watch that one for more on that. I've been feeling super off, super anxious, nauseous, all these different things, and I of course Googled it, and apparently these can be side effects of going off the medications. I'm really hoping that's what it is, and it's not just me, because I do not feel well. But I forced myself out of the house today. Another thing that I talked about in my last video, how sometimes you just have to force yourself out of the house. I did that today and I just drove to the beach, and it is a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky, and I brought my beach bag, I have my chair, and I'm just gonna go sit on the beach for a little bit. I have therapy in a couple hours, which is the third thing that I'm doing today that's good for my mental health. But this is my version right now of touching grass, touching sand, touching water close enough. I have a whole bunch of stuff in my bag. I've got my towel, I've got my Kindle, I have my water, my sunscreens. I packed a lunch, made myself a wrap. It's the wrap that I've been making with turkey and avocado. It's super simple, but I actually got the recipe for it from my Nourish dietitian, which this video is actually sponsored by Nourish, so thank you to Nourish. I've been working with my dietitian since the beginning of the year and I love her. She's the best. In our last session, we talked more about what I'm eating and she set me some protein and fiber goals. She sent me over meal ideas that I can have for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. So I've been using this one for lunches for the last like week and a half. I'll put the recipe for it on the screen with like the exact measurements of everything. It's super, super simple, but I really have been liking it. If you are not familiar with Nourish, it is the easiest way to find and speak with a registered dietitian. This was one of my New Year's goals, to speak with a dietitian and just learn more about how to fuel my body and like what nutrients I need, what my body needs to feel my best. I filled out like a less than 5-minute intake questionnaire about my goals and what I'm looking for, and then it matched me with a dietitian who could help me with my specific goals. So I had a consult with her, really liked her, so I've had a few more appointments since then. I've learned about balancing a healthy plate and what like creating a healthy plate should look like. I've learned about not only structuring meals, but what to actually eat, which has been super helpful. I need all the guidance that I can get. Nourish dietitians can help with tons of different things though, like whether you just want to learn more about what to eat or you're concerned about a specific condition. Like there are so many different options of different amazing registered dietitians. They're all like vetted, and Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans in all 50 states, and 94% of Nourish patients pay $0 out of pocket. And they also have something called the Nourish Guarantee, which basically means there's not going to be any surprise billing. So whatever you're quoted for your consult, for me it was $0. If that ended up going to my insurance and coming back and they didn't want to cover it, Nourish would not have billed me any more than $0 because that is what they originally quoted me. But if you've been thinking at all about speaking with a registered dietitian, curious about what you could learn, trying to work on a specific health goal, I'm gonna leave a link down below to check out Nourish, and you can book your first appointment in under 5 minutes. It's so easy. See if it's something that you like, see if it works for you. I have learned a lot with my dietitian, and she's also a really cool person. Also, the Nourish app is very convenient. My dietitian sets all of my goals directly in the app, so I can see everything. I can make my next appointments in the app. I can chat with her through the app. So it's all just a very seamless, integrated system, and it's made it very easy and enjoyable. So thank you so much to Nourish for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I am starting to really sweat. I turned my car off because the air conditioning can be kind of loud, but now I'm regretting that. I'm gonna grab my chair and I'm gonna go set up at the beach and just breathe in some fresh air, get some vitamin D. It's important to get outside. I feel like I have been mostly inside lately. Haven't been to the beach in a while. The weather hasn't been as nice lately, but for the next like week and a half, it's looking like it's gonna be really nice. So I'm hoping to be able to get outside more. It's so important for your physical and mental health to get outside, absorb some vitamin D. I feel like a plant photosynthesizing when I lay in the sun. I did put sunscreen on already too. That's also very important. Protect your skin, okay? But enough from me, enough yapping. Let's go park it on the beach and have a nice afternoon. I'm popping in to narrate because there are things that I wanted to expand on that I just never did when I was filming for some reason. The beach was so relaxing. I didn't even end up reading my book. I was just listening to the waves and the birds, and I laid there for like 2 hours or so, and it was so therapeutic. I felt like a sound bath and getting to be in nature, and I just really needed that. I went straight from the beach to therapy, and I had a really good therapy session. My therapist and I got to the bottom of one of my biggest issues, which is my overall lack of structure in my life. I have my full-time job, which is content creation. I have my part-time job now, which that has structure because I have to show up somewhere. And I have deadlines, and there is structure, but it's like my day-to-day. I kind of just fly by the seat of my pants sometimes. I used to be so good at planning out everything that I was gonna be doing when I was in college. My first 2 years of college, I was an insane planner, and I would go through and write in my planner when I was gonna do specific parts of specific tasks, block that time out. And my therapist was like, okay, I want you to try and go back to that model, because as it stands, when I don't set time for myself to do things and I'm kind of just like, oh, I'll do it later, or oh, I'll just do it at this time, it's all just kind of an idea in my head, I end up actually thinking about work and things that I need to do 24/7 because I don't actually carve out time to do it and then let myself not think about it when I'm not doing that, if that makes sense. So we're working on creating structure in my life and actually having me structure my work so that when I'm done with my work or I have it scheduled for another time, I can actually try to be fully present in the moment when I'm not working and allow myself to relax. Because as it stands, I feel like I don't really ever fully relax. I always have something in the back of my head that I'm like, I should be doing this. I'm wasting my time. There's always something going on in the back of my head. So we're working on setting structure and then being present in the moment and mindful about the present moment. Even when I am working, like being fully in that. And then when I'm not, being fully in whatever else I'm doing and not having these thoughts in the back of my head. It's way easier said than done, and it's gonna be a process. I feel good that she is helping me with that. Therapy was really great. And then after that, I went and had dinner with one of my coworkers who is now one of my friends, which is the best part of my part-time job that I got. I've been meeting really cool people and I made a friend. So we went out and got poke bowls for dinner, and then we just chatted, and it was such a fun time. Really. Community has been so important for me for my mental wellness recently. It is so important in general, but I've really been leaning on my community a lot, and I really value and cherish the time that I get to spend with the people in my life. So that's been a huge priority for me. The next day, Friday, all I did was work. But the one thing that I did do is take like a 40-minute walk. I just popped my headphones in, walked on the treadmill, and I felt really good about that. Would I love to be walking every single day? Yes. And sometimes I'm better at it and sometimes I'm not as great with it. And this week was overall not my best week. It's okay because I did the best that I could with what I had and like with what I could do. I did my best. So I took a walk on Friday and I'm proud of myself for that. I've been doing that more and trying to prioritize if I'm feeling especially overwhelmed or if I just feel like I need to move my body, stepping out and doing that, popping on my headphones, listening to a playlist that I enjoy, walking to the beat. That's been a really fun way that I've been incorporating some physical wellness. And then Saturday was a really, really great day. I started off with a workout class and I haven't been to one of these classes in a while. So this whooped my ass, but in the best way. I got to go with one of my friends, which again, it just made it so much more fun. So my friend and I were next to each other in the class and I love our instructor. It just felt really great. I sweat so much, but I felt rejuvenated after. It was really, really much needed. And then after that, I went to the beach again with another friend, which was so nice. Being by the beach and just listening to the water and getting to chat with a friend, like that is so important to me, like so therapeutic. And I love when I get to do that. Then later on, I met up with friends again to celebrate one of my friends' engagement. So it was a day filled with friends and fun. I love days like that. I also got an oil change that day. That was for my car's wellness. I needed an oil change and I just went and did it. So that was good. But that was the last thing that I vlogged for the week. This wasn't a perfect wellness week in my life, but it was real. And again, I did my best and I'm proud of myself for that. Shit has not been easy lately and I'm just proud of myself for getting up and trying and still continuing to show up every single day and do my best. It's not always at 100% because I don't always feel 100%. If I'm only operating at 50%, like I try to give as much of that 50% as I can and just try my best. And I feel like that's a really important thing to keep in mind because you can work on your mind and work on your body all you want, but you need to give yourself grace also. Everything in life is about balance. I can't be perfect, period, honestly, but all of the time. And like do everything that I want to do all of the time. I just have to do my best. I wanted to end on that note because I think that's really important, especially when talking about wellness, to just do things that are good for you and will benefit you, like fuel your body with nutritious whole foods and good meals. Move your body, that's super important. Get outside, connect with other people, but also give yourself the grace that you deserve while you do that because you at the end of the day are just a human. We're all just humans and nobody's perfect. Nobody's gonna get it right all of the time. Everybody's journey is their own and all you can do is focus on yourself, your own mind, your own body, your own journey, and be proud of yourself. Celebrate every little win. That's another really important thing. Celebrate your wins. That is gonna be the end of this video. I kind of wanna make more of these and make this a series. So if I have like more new recipes or different workouts or just different wellness things that I'm doing in a week, like I can show them. So maybe I'll do more of these, but I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, give yourselves grace, and just try your best. If you made it to this point in the video, comment down below, I'm a real one because you're a real one. Love you guys so much, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.